finishing part of it. Like, you can just make a decision where everything is going to go. So these are a little too short to use for this, unfortunately, but if you have bud base, those would be nice. Alright, I think that's all set. Gorgeous, gorgeous. Let me see what else, if there's anything else I can add to this. Filler, maybe a little bit of these. I got them. I'll just use these because I have no use for these snaps. I mean, I have no other arrangement to use this because I got other ones that are going to be pink. A lot of pinks. So might as well just use it up. So you want to find a room. So you got to be careful when it's all done like this. So this is what you need to be careful with. Because when you start poking it through there, your hand's going to, your rose is going to bruise. So you got to be careful. That's why you see me sometimes doing this to make sure that you're not. And then you grab the bottom of the stems here. See, I'm not really bruising any of the flowers up on top. Little things like that. Because, you know, these might not show it now, but tomorrow, if they bruise, especially lighter color flowers, you got to be careful when you're like, you can't just shove it in there. You got to just like poke it in and then grab the stem underneath. So you're not disrupting any of these stuff. They won't tell you that, but I will. I've seen this too many things that you have to replace some of the roses because they're bruised, so you don't really want to do that. La 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 la, la la. Nip the tip just because, you know, it just makes the rest of the flowers last longer and they open up better. It doesn't really alter. So that's what I'm doing. I need to just shove it some more, so I'm going to try to grab the stem underneath here. Takes a little longer, but I think, see that? Without really bruising any of these flowers. Because your tendency is to just shove it in here on top. I mean, that's at least that's what I did when I was starting out. I'm not saying you're doing that, but just in case. Because it's the easiest way, because you're just so concentrated on trying to work it in. So you got to just make sure you pop that in here. Beautiful. So far, so good. And this guy, I'm just going to put it underneath. We're set. This is too straight for that one. Let me just find a place for these where I can put them underneath here. There we go. And then I see that I might have room for these guys now. Just make sure you shove it in here really, really good. They're short stem, but instead of throwing it, might as well put it there. There we go. And then if you have light colored flowers right here, there is a solution that you can add to that. It's called Crown in Glory. You just spray it. Today it's really cold, but what it does is that it holds the moisture in, kind of like seal it, and then let the moisture stays, and so they don't dry up really fast. It's really good for flowers, especially flowers that are out of water. Really good, like boutonniere, corsages, bridal bouquet. These are good. It's called Crown in Glory. You buy these at Floral Supply Syndicate here in San Francisco or Mount Eden. There's a couple of places you can get these. And if you happen to be anywhere close to us here, check out my Amazon page up on top. I put it on the wish list, and you can get it there. There's a smaller, just buy a small one because I don't think you'll need that. And then you just put it in a spritzer like this, summer months. But you got to be careful if you have a cooler and you haven't used this. You want to make sure you spray it on. You keep it out of the. Don't put it in the cooler right away, because it'll freeze burn it. Let it absorb it. Let it dry out for about 15-20 minutes, and then you put them in a cooler. There you go. Boom. Boom. Thank you so much for hanging out. Appreciate your time. Hope you learned.